This video is to help assist you in completing the oral language exercise that is due for teacher candidates. Like the listening exercise, obviously you write your first name and last name at the top of the document. You write my name, the date it's due, and your class section, EDU 350, Section 1 or Section 2 or Section 3. Then you come down here and you type in the student's proficiency level and description. Please be complete. So for example, you notice here Paulo is a 4th grade student from Brazil. He is at a level 2 beginning English language proficiency. This allows you, this repetition of this proficiency level allows you to grow in your use and experience with your particular ELL student. This helps keep him or her in the back of your mind when you're planning for your lesson. Then here you will analyze your original lesson plan for an activity in which you can really promote oral language skills. I'm sure all of your lessons in some way, shape, or form have oral language skills already embedded in them, but this will help you really bring them out and being noticed. So don't hesitate to look at the strategies for oral language development in the textbook, and don't hesitate to choose one or two that you can incorporate within this particular exercise. So here we have the original activity that lends itself to oral speaking or oral language development. Like in the listening exercise, you have the teacher role and the student role. So now we have to think to ourselves, what can our ELL student do with respect to speaking? That means we have to go back to our WIDA can-do descriptors. For speaking, a person at an entering level can express basic needs or conditions, name pre-taught objects, people, diagrams, or pictures, recite words or phrases, answer yes/no questions, ask simple everyday questions such as who is absent, restate content-based facts, describe pictures, events, or people using phrases or short sentences, and share basic social information with peers. A person who is developing can answer simple content-based questions, retell short stories or events, make predictions or hypotheses from discourse, offer solutions to social conflict, present content-based information, and engage in problem solving. So we know that Paulo is a beginning student. So we know that he can ask simple everyday questions, restate content-based facts, describe pictures, events, and whatnot using phrases and short sentences, and share basic social information with peers. So how can we incorporate this verbiage or these terms from the can-do descriptors on the student side, given our teacher roles on the left side? Let's find out. The teacher will instruct the student that they will be working on the iPads in class and will be completing the section on Make a Matisse inspired artwork. Alright, so let's see. Students have to listen to the directions that the teacher says. So perhaps the teacher can ask the students to repeat back or repeat the instructions to her. This is also oral language production. Let's see if our WIDA can-do descriptors will help us do that. Restate content-based facts. Well, in this case, students, and let me highlight that in green, I'm sorry. No. Students will restate iPad. Students will restate teachers' instructions on how to use the iPad to complete Make a Matisse inspired work. And guess what? Now these students, all of the students, will have produced oral language. Now, obviously the teacher's going to walk around and monitor progress. However, if a teacher's really thinking about how she can improve oral language development and really incorporate it well into a lesson like this, you could say over on this side, teacher will ask students questions regarding their work on the iPad. Questions can include tell me what you are drawing. Tell me what colors you are using. So the appropriate oral responses could be, oh, I used red. I used green. Okay? She can also ask the students to describe. So students will describe Students will describe and use, or utilize, actually, appropriate short phrases and responses to describe the work they are doing on the iPad. Appropriate oral responses will be, I used red. Look at this. Now you've got them using I, which is a pronoun, used, which is past tense, red, which in this case is an adjective. Alright? So forth and so on throughout your activity. These are the things that you need to consider. How are you going to get them to talk to you about what you are teaching them? Students role, teacher's role. Teacher role, student role. Thank you for your time. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.